Before we get too far into this video, I know this might end up being fairly long. You're gonna want to see this fire. Unfortunately, I talked to the good folks over at YouTube, and as my Audi has found out over the last few years while I've been gone, that most of my content has been age-gated or demonetized because I shoot a lot of full auto here on the channel at FullMag. And unfortunately, I was told that if I live fire this or even add VFX to it in any way, shape, or form, that they're gonna age-gate this video. It sucks, it's unfortunate, but I'm gonna put a link in the description, also on my other social medias that allow freedom, like firing machine guns and all these other things that I can do lawfully in the United States because I have all the federal licenses, state and local insurance, all the good stuff. But unfortunately, because of YouTube's advertiser and community guidelines, even though there are plenty of advertisers that would like to advertise on my videos, I digress. Check out my social medias, links in the description. Also, one thing that I'm gonna try here is if you want to clip my videos, I'll put another link in the description. I'm probably gonna start paying people just to cut up my videos, and I'll give you a CPM for the things that I'm trying to bring awareness to and everything. So I figured that'd be a fun way because a lot of the content that I make has a viral component to it, that it's sensational, like mounting a completely autonomous or remote fire system onto a Tesla. People want to see that stuff. It's cool, it's interesting. But unfortunately, the last time I did this, I did the SR762, and it was just age restricted and didn't get out to a lot of people. So let's jump into this. You have seen the M134 manufactured by General Electric in a lot of my videos. You know, this dude's old, and I wanted to upgrade it, so I reached out to the folks over at ProFence, and I put their Muck upgrade, which is a completely brushless drive and booster motor on it. Also, their Pros system here, which allows for the system to be moved on the X and Y axis here, which is really cool because if you saw the SR762 that I had, is a fixed forward position weapon system, so I actually had to move the car to be able to aim it. With this, not only can I move it in up, down, left, and right, I also have remote fire functionality here. So the cool thing about the Pros system is you could probably outfit it with just about any type of imaging system that you want. We have the infrared on it right now, night vision, forward-looking infrared, thermal, pick your flavor of imaging. I'm sure you could outfit it however you want. You have your display here and all that good stuff. I could probably hack something together that incorporates the LiDAR component too, so I don't have to fully rely on my visual systems. That would take the summon feature to a completely different level for this guy. I've wanted to do that for a hot minute. I don't know how people would react to that and everything, but clearly with all the stuff that I got going on and everything, I think you guys might get a kick out of that. Cool thing about the digital M134 is being able to set your rate of fire. I found the sweet spot for me in filming is around 3,000 rounds per minute, but the M134s are capable of sustained fire up to 6,000 rounds per minute. And for those of you who don't know, it's chambered in 7.62 by 51 or 308. Because the system does swivel a full 360 degrees, it does have a stop limiter in there so that it doesn't pan back into the car, but also because the feed chute here is built into the hood where we'd take and mount the battery for the power supply of the gun, but also the feed chute into the ammo can for all the ammunition and everything. You don't want this guy getting bound up. So having those stops in place keep it from getting too out of hand and risking some type of malfunction and whatnot. So moving on, I reached out to the folks over at Unplugged Performance after doing the model SR762, and it had all the rivets in the body, and I kind of wanted to change that up. So we had an idea. Why don't we just do an S Apex upgrade, hence the name, the Model S Apex Predator. Now, for Unplugged Performance, what they did to it is just a work of art. You have a full 19-piece carbon fiber body kit. You have the shark fin here, which is attached to the rocker panels, which shapes the air going in and around the fender because you have these really massive 21-inch wheels and tires. This is a forged wheel along with the forged billet A-arms to help extend that out and into the wheel well there and everything. But again, the car is just a work of art, and you know the wrap on it, everything just looks chef's kiss. Getting into the interior here, I was really excited because we chat about some things. I didn't want to get really loud kind of exotic with the materials and everything. I wanted it to look borderline factory, but the problem with me is I like to travel with my dogs, and they absolutely destroy everything we ride around in. And I said, what can we put in here that's going to be way more durable than like a cool soft leather or something like that? The solution we came up with, more carbon fiber and Cordura. And let me tell you, they did a fantastic job. When you sit inside this, you can feel just how durable is the only word I can come up with. This Cordura is, and it's just wrapped so perfectly. Super stoked with it. Did a fantastic job. Also inside the center console, I fabricated a little rocker panel switch. That way I can use either the ProFence fire control module. I can use my own if I just have a fixed forward mounted gun on the front or whatever. So yeah, I'm really stoked with how simple yet just really customized that interior is. Moving to the back here, the weapon system is one thing, but when building out a themed vehicle and everything, tying it into warriordog.com and what I've been doing the last few years, well, where have you been? My roots are in the software development world, and I wanted to get back to that. I wanted to build things out there that had some type of meaningful, I don't know, contribution. And one of my buddies is Mike Ritlin, and he's the founder of the Warrior Dog Foundation. And for those of you who don't know, military working dogs, when they were retired in the past, they were euthanized, regardless of how deteriorated they were. If they just had arthritis or weren't able to perform their duties, because they were classified as equipment, they were euthanized. Until Robbie's Law was enacted not too long ago, it was early 2000s. Now, military working dogs are able to be adopted out to other government organizations, to nonprofits, their handlers, and sometimes even civilians if they meet those requirements. And in steps the Warrior Dog Foundation, because military working dogs come with inherent challenges, right? Because some of them suffer from PTSD, medical issues, and things of that nature, being a living, breathing creature that served its country proudly. The Warrior Dog Foundation helps those animals either transition into their retirement or provides them with a place to stay ultimately forever if they need it. So I wanted to build something that created a more meaningful relationship between an organization and the end user. In this case, it was the Warrior Dog Foundation and sponsors or donors. And what I built was warriordog.com. It's an application that allows people to sponsor 1 dog, 2 dogs, 3 dogs, all the dogs if you want. And I put RFIDs in the collars of all of them, cameras and readers throughout the facility. So in the kennels where they eat, where they sleep, where they bathe, where they play fetch, all that good stuff. And you get a curated media feed of that dog's retirement. And it allows the organization to not have to hire a bunch of people to take photos and videos of all those dogs, but it also creates a more voyeuristic relationship between the end user and their money and how it's being spent, and that transparency. So over the next few months, maybe a few years, I'll probably start rolling this technology out into agricultural operations for transparency and supply chain and stuff along those lines. But I really wanted to do something, a build here that kind of drove that message home. So I reached out to Brianna at Honeybee Fabrication and the folks over at Impact Dog Crates. And I wanted to build a dog box integrated in the back here that didn't completely remove all the work that Unplugged Performance did here. So it's a customized box system here that takes out and lays flat inside the back seat, adjusts and compensation for the slope. And I took the Impact Crates door and locking system here and put it in the back and to the side, and my dogs love it. I don't have to worry about them, one, destroying all the sides because the Cordura and everything if I do take the dog box out. But in the meantime, I have this neat little system here. I wanted a working dog box so that we could take this out to demos and stuff like that. So I can show you guys some more of the little features in this and everything, but you know, if you just hit me up on social media or any other way that you want, leave a comment below if you want to see this at the range doing something specific. I know you hear creators say this all the time, but if you turn on notifications, maybe I'll put a link to an email list or something below. I don't spam people or anything. It'll just whenever I upload new videos or something like that, because I don't know how frequent I'll be able to upload things, but I have a lot of stuff in the works. I'm super excited if there's anybody you want to see me collaborate with, if there's whether or not they're in the firearms industry or a firearms YouTuber, or if they're just somebody completely random. I got a guy who's a spray paint artist that does graffiti and stuff like that. I'm gonna have him out here. We'll probably do some stuff. So If there's like any shorts or anything in slow motion that you want to see, let me know. But yeah, it's good to be back. All things considered, in the inherent challenges around the world of YouTube and being a firearms creator and everything, but I'm excited to be here. So if there's anything that you want to see specifically around the car, just let me know. Hit me up on social media or something like that. If you want to see the car do something, driving down the road, engaging multiple targets or whatever it is, just leave me a comment below. Tell me something on X or wherever your flavor of social media is, and I'll see what I can do. All right, I'll see you guys next time.